The following is a presentation of TFNN, The Trader's Edge, with your host, Steve Rhodes.
Good morning, all you wonderful money masters and treasure hunters. Welcome to the Tuesday edition of The Trader's Edge. I'm your host, Steve Rhodes, and thanks so much for joining me, folks. I absolutely treasure your presence here today and my outcome to help you to become a better money master, folks, but mostly lay the groundwork so that each of us can lead an inspired life. Lead an inspired life, folks. That's what you want to do. That's what I want to do. That's what each of us should do. It's a great way to leave an example for your friends, your family, your coworkers, your kids, you name it, folks. So lead an inspired life. Now, my personal outcome, and I hope it's yours as well, each day is to be able to increase my skills. Nothing like being able to do that here at TFNN. Simply a wonderful lineup today. 8 full hours. We do take a lunch break today from 2 to 3 p.m., but that is only for about the next 7 days out there. Then we go 9 hours a day, 24 hours a day as well, as Tom likes to say, also on the internet out there. Our call-in number is 877-927-6648. So let's take a moment here. Let's take a look at one of those tools that helps us lay that wonderful groundwork, the bricks, so that we can lead an inspired life. And I call that the tool of contribution, folks. Now, ultimately, no man, no woman, no child, no one is happy unless they have found a way to be able to contribute beyond themselves. But it's more than just that, folks. You've got to be able to contribute beyond yourselves. How? Exactly. Unconditionally. A lot of folks will contribute, but it's, I'll scratch your back if you scratch my back, right? Doesn't work. That's not how real contribution works, folks. Make sure that when you're giving, you are giving unconditionally, just like each of the hosts here at TFNN. Each of us have 6 human needs. Those human needs, certainty. You might want to write this down, folks. Certainty and uncertainty. It's wonderful how God, the universe, provided us. If you always like things the same way, things would get kind of boring, right? That's kind of certainty. When it comes to trading, a lot of folks don't trade the markets because they don't believe there's certainty. Tomorrow, I give my portion tomorrow evening from 6:30 to 8, I believe it is, an hour and a half. I give my portion of that great program that we had here with the Tiger Dollar promotion, where each of us are giving a hour and a half, a 90-minute workshop each Wednesday. Tomorrow is mine, and I'm going to show you how you absolutely can have certainty when it comes to trading. But each of us have a need for certainty and uncertainty, significance, and then love and connection, folks. Certainly each of us here, there's a lot of love and connection. And then the last two, folks, are growth and then finally contribution. We talked about contribution out there. Make sure that you're contributing to others, folks. You will find yourself much happier, and make sure that you do it unconditionally. Now, let's go take a look at the markets out here. We've got the Dow futures up about 7 points or so. The ES mini trade out at 1344. That's what we're looking at here on the screen. And if you are listening to us either on the radio or perhaps you're listening that easy way by going to tfnn.mobi. That's all you have to type in your browser on your phone, and then you always have us. But you can always catch this show archived on Channel 9 on TigerTV, just like all of the shows on TigerTV. They're all archived. Of course, if you are a member of the Tiger's Den, it becomes real easy. You can go take a look at all the archives. You can see all the charts and everything that we've got out there. That's really the way to be able to do it here. If you're taking a look at my screen, you're seeing right now the ES Mini traveling at 1344.50. We're going to come back and take a look at that and see where it is headed to. You've got the NASDAQ futures up about 6.5. The Russell 2000 up a couple of points. King Dollar up 7 ticks right now, trading out at 83.88. Trying to get over that 84 number out there. Gold up $2 and change, up at 15.79. You've got silver down about 27 cents out at $27. So silver a little bit weaker than gold out here. You've got the what else am I looking at here? Okay, how about Europa? Over in Europe, you've got the DAX up 10 points right now. The FTSE off 3. Over in Asia last night, you had the Nikkei finish down 20 points. The Shanghai up 5, and the Hang Seng down 150 points. Over in Spain right now, the IBEX down about 2.5% out there. Again, our call-in number is 877-927-6648. Would love you to contribute to our show. You can just give us a call, tell us what you're looking at, or we'll take a look at a stock chart together out there. So when we left yesterday, we were taking a look at the ES Mini. The ES Mini was making a to B equals CD down. Now, the 1 to pi, because we were having some good old apple pie yesterday. The 1 to pi, the 1 to 3.14, completed at the 1340 level. You actually had the ES Mini trade down below that. Looked like there was just simply doom and gloom and nothing but failure out there as the ES Mini moved down to the 1332 level. And what was that 1332? Well, I'm glad you asked me that. Now, let me just get rid of some of these things here on my screen. They'll make it a little bit easier. And the A to B equals CD that we were looking at was going from the highs out here on at about 12:30 on July 19th. That was your high up at the 1376. Your B point here ended up being about 2:30 in the morning on July 20th in that 1366 area. Made a shallow retracement, made a 0.382 retracement or so at about 5:30 in the morning on July 20th as it moved up to the 1370.50 area. Then what did we have? We had Niagara Falls. You had price moving on the inside of that C to D leg, telling you that you're moved down on the C to D leg, and that's what you want to become a master of, folks. Become a master of that C to D area. Why? Because you can let the market do the other 75% of the work for you. Let the market contribute to you that way. Then what you're paying attention to is, okay, how are things traveling? What type of candles are they making? You certainly want to understand your candle patterns out there, because those folks are always giving you leading pieces of information. They are absolutely telling you what the bulls and the bears are doing. It doesn't matter what news is out there. So let's go ahead and get rid of those lines. So as the market was moving down into 1332 level, what was it doing? Well, in the major intersections of life when it comes to charting, when taking a look at the ES Mini on the 30-minute chart, what you're going to see is the major intersection down at the lows. That major intersection coming in at about 11 a.m. on July 12th as it was down at that 1319.75 level. That, folks, was, one of the areas where you're going to take a look at a retracement. And the retracement is going to go from that low to the high that came in at 1376, that same high that we used for our A point on our A to B equals CD down right around that noon time frame on July 19th. You go from that low to that high, and you use your Fibonacci retracement ruler. And the ruler tools that you want to have marked on there, 0.382, 0.618, and 0.786. You slice through one, you'll go to the other. In this case here, what did the ES Mini do? 1332 is the exact number of the retracement. And what did the ES Mini get down to? 1332. You got to love it, folks. The reason why you want to understand candle patterns out there is because the next candle was one of those little dojis out there. But it was more important, now the doji giving an indication as you're coming into a retracement area that the bulls and bears have kind of maybe a little bit of equality here, kind of like your tug of rope, if you will. And then on that next candle, what'd you have? That's right, you had Steve's bullish engulfing candle. Really, that three-candle formation, folks, a morning star pattern, a three-candle pattern out there. Of course, that named after Oda Nobunaga out there. And, of course, we've got an Oda Nobunaga in our Tiger's Den. You can meet him just simply by going to the homepage of TFNN.com, signing up for your 30-day trial of the Tiger's Den, and you could have some communication with Oda. Now, you had that three, so you got two bullish candle patterns out there. That said that the move for the time being was over with to the downside. And now what has the market done here? The market really traveling sideways. It made that first move up here. That first move up, my subscribers know exactly where it moved into that 1348 level. Why that area was significant resistance out here, and the market really trying to get beyond that. We've had a couple of different bullish engulfing candles as the market has consolidated sideways. On the consolidated sideways area, you had a bullish engulfing. That actually the first one that occurred was right out here at midnight, and then you had a confirmation from the 12 to 12:30 time frame. You had another bullish engulfing right here at 4:30 in the morning this morning. You had a little confirmation there. We had another bullish engulfing right here at 8:30. What you can see, folks, is the bulls are absolutely stepping in and trying to take charge. So what does that mean? What does that mean to you? What does that mean to trading? Well, each time down here, when we got down to the lows, or the market got down to the lows, you had the bulls step in. As the market moved higher, as it's trying to chug higher, you've had the bulls step in. If, folks, this gives way, if it gives way, what does it tell you? Is the market strong or weak? Have the bulls won or lost the battle? Absolutely. The market is always giving you information. It'll tell you that the bulls have seriously taken a hit out there and that you would be seeing lower prices in the market. Up until that point in time, what is the market trying to do? It's trying to make an A to B equals C to up. And as it does that, what's that level? Well, you'd really have to take a look at levels that it could travel. And that A to B equals C to up in the ES Mini would take you up. Just the 1-to-1 would take you to 1354. The 1-to-1.272, 1358. The 1-to-1.618, 1363. Of course, if we go take a look at our retracement, I'm going to get rid of this line here from the bottom to the top. If we go take a look at the retracement now from the top to the bottom, and you'd want to be able to do that. So now we're going to go all the way from our high at 1230 at that 1376 all the way down to our low. What you'll see is at 1349, that's your .382, and at 1359, that is your .618. At the 1359 mark, you've got a 1 to 1.272, A to B equals CD, and a .618 retracement. And what does that set up, folks? It does. It sets up a Gartley sell pattern. Of course, you can't just go ahead. You've got to let the market tell you whether or not, if it makes a move up there, whether it is done or not. Go learn your candles, folks. 877-927-6648. We come back, we're going to go take a look at earnings because they are all over the board. All kinds of earnings report out there. We'll be right back, folks.
Yeah, it's always better when we're together.
Kate Stalter's exciting newsletter, Low Priced Leaders, has just launched, and now is a great time to get a 2-week free trial. Every Wednesday afternoon, Kate sends out her weekly newsletter to her subscribers where she focuses on small cap stocks with market caps under $2 billion, as well as low-priced equities with share prices ranging from $5 to $12. Kate tracks a variety of stocks with a combination of strong technical support and solid fundamentals. Many of the stocks featured will be recent IPOs. These newer issues are often some of the biggest price gainers in the market and provide an excellent opportunity for substantial gains if timed correctly. You can catch Kate Stalter live on TigerTV with her small cap roundup every Tuesday and Thursday at 11 a.m. Eastern Time, and visit TFNN.com right now to get your 2-week free trial to her brand new newsletter, Low Priced Leaders, while locking in the low introductory monthly rate of only $37.50 per month, almost a 50% discount. Act now.
With the launch of TigerTV, TFNN has brought our programming to the next level. With TigerTV, you can gain access to each host's charts and computer screens as they host their daily stock program. Whether it's Tom O'Brien, Steve Rhodes, Basil Chapman, Ken Shreve, Kate Stalter, David White, Larry Pesavento, Victor Jones, or Carol Martin, you can catch all of our technicians hosting their programs live and archived on TigerTV for your viewing pleasure 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. If you haven't checked out TigerTV, then visit TFNN.com and see what you're missing.
Millionaires are made every day. The fact is, living your dreams is possible. Someone, somewhere is going to get rich. My recommendation is, let that be you. Each day, someone is making the decision to better themselves and creating a plan to fulfill their financial dreams. Let that be you. The key to turning dreams into reality is to take massive action. Let that be you. I'm Steve Rhodes, co-host of the Money Master Show with Tom O'Brien, seen daily at TFNN, and I can help you with your journey to great wealth. I'll show you how to create the ultimate financial edge, a set of tools, insights, and strategies that are part of my daily newsletter service, Mastering Probability. You'll have direct access to me by phone, email, and my private library of trading and investing secrets for 30 days with an unconditional money-back guarantee. I'll take your trading to the next level. Click on my name, Steve Rhodes, on the homepage at TFNN.com and turn your dreams into reality. Mastering Probability, folks. Let that be you.
Are you looking for a precision edge in the market? Something that can stack the odds in your favor? Then look into Larry Pesavento's new trading newsletter, Patterns, Profits, and Peace of Mind. In each weekly issue, Larry explains what's going to happen in the markets based on the pattern he sees developing and gives you actionable trade ideas based on those patterns. Plus, you'll get his detailed analysis on a variety of markets and sectors, including stocks, treasury bonds, the gold market, oil, the dollar, the forex market, and more. And you'll get the Technical Corner segment, which is a short but powerful weekly training session on trading. You'll you'll get access to all the patterns Larry is seeing in the markets, plus the Astro Harmonics and powerful Bradley stock market model that Larry utilizes for less than $5 a day. An extremely potent combination that will give you just the edge you've been looking for. Try patterns, profits, and peace of mind absolutely free for 2 weeks. Go to tfnn.com and click on the free trial link at the top of the page. That's an $85 value, yours free when you register right now. Get Larry's patterns, profits, and peace of mind and get the edge you've been looking for.
Many of our new listeners have heard about the Tiger's Den, but wondered, what exactly is it? The Tiger's Den is a lively community where professional traders and investors can meet, exchange ideas and information in a comfortable, moderated atmosphere. Hear all of your favorite TFNN shows, plus see all the charts as they happen live during those shows, and have access to archives of those charts. You can test drive the Tiger's Den absolutely free for 30 days. It will greatly enrich your knowledge of these markets. Details on the Tiger's Den are on the front page of TFNN.com. This segment is brought to you by TFNN. Test drive all the newsletters for free at TFNN.com.
It's always better when we're together. Yeah, we'll look at them stars when we're together. Well, it's always better when we're together. Yeah, it's always better when we're together.
It absolutely is, folks. Welcome back. Let's go take a look at some of the earnings out there because we have a slew of them. So let's just scan around here a bit after the bell. Let's see what how the market's responding to some of the reports after the bell. You've got Baidu trading up 6.5%, up $6.92 out there. You've got, let's see, down. You've got Celanese Corp, CE. They're off 2%, down 77 cents. You're going to simply scan through here, see anything that is of significance, and then we can always come back and we can take a look at those charts out here. You've got up 12.5%. You've got Sanmina SCI Corp, SANM. I probably absolutely butchered that name, but you can go look it up. They're up 12.5%. That's up 90 cents. They closed out at 7.18 last night, down 4% here. You've got STM is the ticker symbol, STM Microelectronics, off about 5% this morning. VMware down 3 3/10. They're down $3 and change. They had closed out at 80. Where is it? Where did it go? VMware. There we go. They closed out at 89.23. They're trading out at 86.21 right now. Looks like their profit. They say their profits dropped due to the acquisition of Nicoria. Let's go see what else is moving out here. Anything significant? Why? Zions Bank Corp, ZION, down about 1%, down 17 cents right now. You've got AK Steel, AKS, they're up 1.6%. They closed at $5. Last trade fired off at 5.08 out there. Air Products and Chemicals, APD, off 1 4/10%. They closed at 79.58. They're trading out at 78.40 out here. Let's see, BE Aerospace, BEAV is the ticker symbol out there. They're up 3%, up $1.24. They closed out at 41.91. Their last trade just fired off at 43.15. Not a lot going on in the pre-market for them, so I wouldn't trust that one at all. Let's see here. What else do we have? The education companies taking another hit, down 5% this morning. You've got Capella, CPLA. They closed at 21.65. They're trading out at $27 and change right now. Up 5%. The Carlyle Group, CSL trading out at $55. They closed out at 52. Is there a bunch of trades? Really just a few trades. Can't really trust that one. Up 16%. Let's see how many trades we have firing off here. Okay, you've got Cynosure, CYNO. They closed at 21.52. They're trading out at $25 even so far this morning. You've got Gentex Corp, GNTX, down 12%. They closed at 21.15. They're trading out at 18.47. So they're going to take a little bit of a buzz cut this morning as the market opens. Let's see here. What else do we have? I know we had a bunch of big names. We're just taking a look at big dollar or big percentage moves here right now. Muller AIDS MLI, they're down about 1% or so. You've got, let's see here, PACCAR, PCAR, believe they may be part of the IBD. They're up 4% this morning, trading out at $39.30. They closed out at $37.77. Their 6-month net sales, $8.7 billion versus $6.74. Earnings per share up $1.75 versus $1.18. That's nice. Net income $624 million versus $433. You've got Penn National Gaming. They closed out at $40.47. They're trading out right now at around the $41 level, $40.98. Their Q3 revenue, that's what they expect. What's their income? So their net income was $66 million versus $75. So they must have given some good guidance. Their revenue was up, so they beat the top line, $1.4 billion versus $1.3. Let's see, Ryder Systems down up 12% this morning. So they closed out at $34.66. They're trading up $4.31 out at $38.97. So if we take a look at Ryder Systems, I think they were struggling. We'll go take a look at their stock chart here, during the next segment. Their earnings per share, let's see here. Revenue, 6-month revenue, $3.1 billion versus $2.94. So they're beating the top line out here. Let's go take a look at income, $46.7 versus $40 million on Ryder Systems. Let's see what else just to round out before we go to our next break, before the market opens. Let's see here. United Parcel Service, just the opposite, down 3.5%. Under Armour up 7%, trading up $3.32 right now. What else do we have? I think we had Simon Group. No, Simon Group has not reported just yet. 877-927-6648. We got the futures. Let's see. Dow futures up about 16. ES Mini up 2. We'll be right back, folks.
Well, it's always better when we're together. Yeah, it's always better when we're together.
In quiet markets, investors search for new trading opportunities. We'd like to introduce you to a new product that provides opportunities even in flat markets. Nadex, the North American Derivatives Exchange, is a new and innovative Chicago-based exchange registered with the Commodity Futures Trading Commission, and unlike most other exchanges, Nadex allows you to trade directly through them with direct market access when using their trading platform. Nadex never charges a fee to use their platform, which even includes real-time charts and full customization capability. Nadex's unique short-term binary options allow traders and investors to capitalize on strategies even when the underlying markets are quiet. Nadex's innovation has allowed them to come up with a line of unique trading products that are unavailable anywhere else. See how it works at nadex.com. That's NADEX.com, or click on the Nadex banner on the front page of TFNN.com. Futures and options trading involves risk and may not be appropriate for all investors. Would you like a personal update from Tom O'Brien as to what equities he's trading and what his daily trading plan is before the market opens each morning? Every market day, Tom O'Brien sends out his daily newsletter, Market Insights, to hundreds of subscribers that rely on his daily recommendations when it comes to navigating these highly volatile markets we're dealing with. As recently as May 21st, Market Insights subscribers closed out all 5 open positions for a combined profit of over 68% in one day. Profits ranged from 6.5% to over 24%, and all of these trades had been initiated within the previous 30 days. Now is the perfect time to get a 2-week free trial to Tom O'Brien's explosive trading newsletter, Market Insights, an $85 value. Tom breaks down the market each morning with his market take and provides trade recommendations including precise stops and target profit zones, leaving nothing left to guessing. Log on to TFNN.com today and sign up for your 2-week free trial. Make sure you're a subscriber the next time Market Insights subscribers close out multiple winning trades. Take action and sign up for your free trial today. If you're an investor looking for a great weekly investment newsletter, then now is the perfect time to try out Ken Shreve's Ultimate Growth Stocks. Every Tuesday, Ken breaks down multiple sectors in his weekly newsletter, Ultimate Growth Stocks, with a full in-depth report including specific trading recommendations within his model portfolio, charts, sector analysis, upcoming economic data, along with intra-week trading updates on newsletter positions whenever the market dictates. Right now, you can receive a full month, that's 30 days, to evaluate Ken's newsletter free of charge to see if it fits your trading plan. At less than $75 per month, Ken provides you with his expert trading advice that can pay for itself in no time. Take advantage of this great offer by signing up for a 30-day free trial to Ken Shreve's Ultimate Growth Stocks today. Don't let this offer pass you by. Visit the front page of TFNN.com and sign up now.
What type of investor are you? Conservative, moderate, or aggressive? No matter your investor personality, your overall portfolio should reflect your financial goals, time horizon, and your risk tolerance. Help ensure your portfolio is appropriately invested with an asset allocation plan from Morgan Stanley Smith Barney. Simply picking the right stocks is not enough. Research has shown that choosing the right proportion of stocks, bonds, and cash is essential to the success of your long-term investments. Morgan Stanley Smith Barney believes that a carefully selected portfolio can lower volatility and increase investment return potential. Find out about what asset allocation and a Morgan Stanley Smith Barney financial advisor can do for you. Call Angela O'Brien, First Vice President and Certified Financial Planner of the Clearwater, Florida branch at 727-441-6108 today to discuss your personal financial needs. Asset allocation does not assure a profit or protect against loss in declining financial markets. Investments and services are offered through Morgan Stanley Smith Barney, LLC. Member SIPC.
This segment is brought to you by Think or Swim. For more information, just click the Think or Swim banner on the front page of TFNN.com.
It's always better when we're together. Yeah, we'll look at them stars when we're together. Well, it's always better when we're together. Yeah, it's always better when we're together.
To the races. They forgot to open the gates, though. Dow futures totally flat. S&P flat. Composite up 2 points. Russell 2000 up 1 point. Microsoft down a penny. Intel down 17 cents. Google up a penny. Cisco down 63 cents. So Cisco down almost 4% here this morning. See if there's some news or something behind Cisco moving down like that. Cisco to cut 2% of the global workforce out there. So that's all that I see here on Cisco, trading down again about 63 pennies right now. You've got Apple up $3 and change, leading things to the upside dollar-wise. We're looking at Baidu, BIDU. They're up $7 and change. It's up 7% this morning. Apple right behind them up $3 and change. Under Armour actually just moving ahead by a nose. Under Armour up $4.02, up 8.2%. You've then got Sarepta Therapeutics, SRPT. They're up 110%. Must be a buyout or going private. Let's see here. No? Just must be some, they must have cured cancer. Let's see. Clinical benefit with eteplirsen in phase 2. So they did get some type of approval. That's up 113%. We'll certainly go take a look at that stock. Polaris Industries, PII, they're up they're up $3.48, up about almost 5%. Ryder Systems, we mentioned that, the pre-open up 8% right now. You've got PACCAR, we talked about them. They're up 5%. Centene, CNC, up about 6% right now. Domino's Pizza, apparently delivering some good old pies out there. They're up 5%, up $1.50 this morning. Caterpillar up. SanDisk, let's see what is moving to the downside. You got DeVry Inc., down 27%. I think DeVry is one of those other schools out there, so the education unit's really taking it in the shorts. They're down 27% here. Let's see if they reported any earnings out here. They're going to cut jobs, about 570 jobs out there. Revenue, I don't see the revenue out here, so we'll skip past that, but they're taking a major haircut. Whirlpool down 6% this morning, down $4 and change. Gentex off almost $4. That's down 18%. GNTX. Chipotle getting some pepper knocked out of it again this morning, down another almost $4. You've got WebMD, WBMD, they're down 14%. Bruker, B-R-U-K-E-R Corp, BRKR, the ticker symbol, they're down 17%. That must be they missed revenue. Let's see, did they miss revenue out here? Don't show it out here. Fossil off 2.5%, and Eland PLC down. UPS as well down. So let's go take a look here, and let's go see what these markets are doing. First, we're taking a look at the euro, because really it's all about a directional indicator out there. I believe that best directional indicator is the U.S. dollar, and of course the queen being the biggest portion of that basket. So if you're watching us on Tiger TV, you do see two butterfly buy patterns that are set up out here on the euro. Yes, I'm saying butterfly buy patterns. These are the larger one. The larger 1.618 butterfly pattern is starting with that major intersection swing point on January 13th when the euro U.S. dollar currency pair was down at 1.26229. That becomes your X, marks the spot here. Now, what it did was it did it at 1.618 expansion of that X point all the way up to the A point on February 24th. That high at 1.34853. If you took that difference, folks, and you just simply multiplied it times 1.618, subtracted it from this high on February 24th, that would take you right down into this range here, which we're going to say is really the low of yesterday, 1.20660, right around there. That is a 1.618 expansion of that set of swing points. What you also have, as we mentioned yesterday, I'll mention it again today, just slightly below that at the 1.20052 is another butterfly pattern. That X that you would start with is going to be the June 4th X point. So that's your X. And then the high is going to be the June 20th area, that high out there at 1.27421. If you took that distance, multiplied it times 1.618, subtracted it from the high of June 20th out there, that would take in that 1.20052. So the euro actually has some pretty strong support here on the daily chart that we're looking at. Longer term, on the weekly, on the monthly chart, not even close. Needs to get down in the 120 level before you really start to find 120, 118, even par out there. But that's not going to happen overnight. So you can see here that the euro, if we go ahead and explode this up here on the screen, you can see how yesterday the euro stopped really right at that larger 1.618 butterfly buy. I'm not suggesting that you buy it, the euro, but I am showing you the patterns that are out there so that you can help to put this together so that you can understand where the markets are, what they're doing, where they're finding resistance areas, and so forth. If we go take a look at what's going on now over in Europe, right now you've got the DAX trading up about 10 points. You can see really having a very shallow inside day here. The DAX has not gone all the way down and tested yesterday's low. Yesterday's lows on the DAX, 63.7115. The DAX getting down to a low of 63.78 this morning. This candle here, if it were to stay like this, this tells you that the move to the downside on the DAX is actually over for the time period, that the bears have lost steam out there. If we take a look at the King, see what the King is doing. The King taking on its most recent swing point from 2 weeks ago when it got up to 83.99. It's trading out at 83.89 right now. Did get up and over that area. If you were bullish, what you would be looking for is you'd be looking for certainly, ideally, a close back below at the end of the week, back below 83.64. Whether you're bullish or bearish, what you want to do is just look at the patterns that are out there, because if you get a close above 83.64, and most certainly you get a close above 83.99, what that sets up, folks, as the next swing point. Not until you get up to June 11th, nothing to really stop the dollar from making a big move, and that would put some major pressure on the markets here in the U.S. Let's go take a look at some of these stocks that are popping and some of them that are dropping out there. So let's go start with Under Armour. They're up 10% here. I believe they did have a earnings release, and let's go see. They beat the estimates, so their earnings, they had $21.3 million versus $18 million to their bottom line net income. Revenue, they beat revenue as well, 753 versus 604. So the ticker symbol there is UA. Let's go see what Under Armour is going up against. So Under Armour going up against a huge gap. Let me just refresh this chart here, make sure that I've got all of the data. I had to make, there we go. Okay, now we're talking. Okay. Good. All right. So it's not going up against a big gap down there. Stevie just needed to refresh his charts. What you've got Under Armour doing is trying to take out its highs. So Under Armour going after the June 19th swing point, only had 1.3 million shares up there. In the first 12 minutes of trading, it's done 1.5 million shares. So it's got juice. It's got the volume to certainly take out those highs. And let's go put this thing back here on a weekly chart as well, see what Under Armour is doing. So here's one of your outperformers for sure. This is a very large A to B equals CD up on the weekly chart. If we take a look at what I would say would be the max ABCD out here, you'd start with your swing point coming back into the March 609 low, $5.97, and I would take it all the way up to the high that came in on July 22nd, 2011. Again, we're looking at a weekly chart. That price point was $41.47. Pulls back pretty significantly, not dollar-wise, but in a quick drop all the way through August 19th. We know that August 19th in our markets is a real key area, real key date. Gets down to 26.31. That would be your C point. Now, if we take a look on the weekly basis, and let's see if it was able to take out the B point with volume, just simply going to draw the line across the top of the B point out here. Let me see, July 22nd, 41.47. Just going to blow this up just a bit, make sure, yeah. So now let's just want to take the right volume so that you can take a look at it if you're following along on the home game version. So when it takes out the B point, it does it this week right here, and it does it with volume. And that week was February 17th. Did 11.9 million shares, 11.9, taking out 11.1. Not, with volume, so it did take it out. You had it confirmed A to B equals CD up in this area here. And now what you've got Under Armour doing is trying to take out the highs from June 22nd. Again, that high, the week of June 22nd, 53.93. You're at 54.35 right now. And volume, he's got volume in it today. So where's that 1-to-1 A to B equals CD take you to on Under Armour? Takes you to 61.93, but looks to me like instead this would want to really move higher, move up into the $71 range. So Under Armour looks like it's headed to 62 to 71, assuming that it can take out today's swing point with price. It's certainly got the volume behind it, and that is on Under Armour. Let's go take a look at what else is popping out here. Well, let's just put up the stock chart. I don't know that it's really going to show anything, and that is the biopharma company. I would guess Sarepta Therapeutics, SRPT, up 140% today. Okay, let's go take a look at that. It closed out yesterday in the $3 range. Here is a wild ride. Here's a stock that actually it's going after its swing point high out here. That swing point going back to March 27th. That swing point had 2.1 million shares. Now this thing gaps down, so all it's doing right now, it gapped down with 2.4 million shares. But you've already done more than that today. So this thing is like Mr. Toad's wild ride out here. This thing did trade as high as $16, $15.60 as recently as January 10th, 2011, and then moved down to a low of $3.02. That's quite a haircut when you take a look at percentages out there. So this thing having some very wild swings out there, but up nicely 133% here this morning. Six Flags, they're having a good day out there. SIX is their ticker symbol. So let's go take a look at the theme park operator, Six Flags. They are up about 8%. So, of course, let me just refresh my screen here. I had to make some changes during one of the breaks. Let me see here, 57.13. Well, they're trading up. Did they really hit a high intraday? Let me just put this out here real quickly, make sure I'm not having any trouble. They sure did. Well, yeah, that's a bad tick. So let's skip this one. What we are showing, let's take a look at the chart here. I don't know if this truly did sell off. If this did, take a look at Six Flags. I'm not going to. So Six Flags up near its highs. So certainly up at its highs for sure. This looks like this was an IPO going back into May of 2010. Looks like it came out in the $18 price range. It's trading out at $57.13 right now. Not a bad, how about that for a theme park out there? Let's go take a look at Simon Property Group. SPG is the ticker symbol. Did they release some numbers here? Their Q2 revenue. So this is one of the strong holdings out there, both in the real estate and now in the financials. Simon Property Group being inside the XLF out there. So Simon Property Group, revenue of $615 million versus $594. They're going to boost their quarterly dividend to $1.05. Their earnings per share is 71 versus 70. What else can I find out here on Simon Property Group? Well, let's go take a look at how it's actually trading. So SPG is the ticker symbol there. See what Simon Property Group is doing. Trading out at 158.35 right now. Trading up near its highs. Looks like it got to a high so far this morning of 160.74. 160.74 going against 160.47. So it did take out the July 17th high. Has not traded up above there. It's traded down since that stage. So Simon Property Group, that high has 1.3 million shares today. It's got 175,000 in the first 18 minutes of trading. This thing has been an absolute little rocket ship out here. If we take a look at this on the weekly chart, I don't even know where I would draw my ABC here, because this thing really has not retraced at all. I'd actually just take a look at expansions of swing points. I'd go from the high in February of 2007, when Simon was trading at 119.09, down to the lows of March of 09, when it was down at the $24.27 area. 151 would be the 1.272 expansion. So you're up above that area. You're 158.14. Says that Simon Group could travel to as high as 186.11 when you just simply take a look at expansions of swing points out there. What else do we have moving? Rider Systems. So let's go take a look at Rider Systems. R is the ticker symbol there. Rider Systems gapping up this morning, trading out at 37.23, and Rider coming into a huge supply line. And if you take a look at what that supply line is out here, it was when Rider gapped down. I did seem to recall that Rider had gapped down. They gapped down June 22nd with conviction, and it gapped down, and Rider Systems took out that October 4th low. It's back up above it now, but it did take out that October 4th low. And Rider Systems right now today has done volume of 288,000 shares in the first 19 minutes, but that is going up against 5.6 million shares. Doesn't have that kind of a juice out here. Rider Systems could be a short when it gets to $40.70 out there. 877-927-6648. Dow's off 40 points. S&P's off 3. We'll be right back, folks.
You take a hands-on approach to managing your investments. And whether you're bullish or bearish on U.S. Treasuries, the ETFs from Direction Shares are there to help you magnify your perspective. Bull ETFs for a rising market and bear ETFs for a falling market. Direction Shares gives you the tools for both sides of the trade. Discover how we can help at DirectionShares.com today. An investor should consider the investment objectives, risks, charges, and expenses of the Direction Shares carefully before investing. The prospectus and summary prospectus contain this and other information about Direction Shares. To obtain a prospectus or summary prospectus, please contact Direction Shares at 800-851-0511. The prospectus or summary prospectus should be read carefully before investing. An investment in the funds is subject to risk, including the possible loss of principal. The funds are designed to be utilized only by sophisticated investors such as traders and active investors employing dynamic strategies. Investors in the fund should understand the consequences of seeking daily investment results, understand the risk of shorting, and intend to actively monitor and manage their investments. Distributor, Foreside Fund Services, LLC. David White's newsletter, The Technology Insider, is focused like a laser on finding the next big things in technology. If you had invested only $10,000 in Microsoft in 1986, you'd have been a millionaire by 2000. Disruptive technology like Microsoft's is the key to these massive long-term profits, and the Tech Insider is the vehicle from TFNN to capitalize on these opportunities. This is the go-to newsletter that identifies, monitors, and profits on mostly little-known cutting-edge companies with great long-term prospects. David's experience is as an inventor of Emmy-winning animation products for TV and Hollywood that propelled a company public. Match that with 14 years as a full-time trader, and he's uniquely qualified to guide you through the light-speed world of ever-evolving high-tech. If you're ready to ride the next big technology bull market for less than $40 per month, log on to TFNN.com and get your 2-week free trial to the Technology Insider. Get in on the ground floor of the next big thing today.
Put the power of the Chapman Wave methodology to work for you. No matter what market you trade, what time frame you trade in, or your trading style, the opening call, Basil Chapman's daily market newsletter, is bursting with the information and trades you need to become a more successful trader.
I've been using Basil Chapman's Chapman Wave methodology for several years now. His Chapman Wave can be used for any time period for not only equities, but futures, currencies, commodities. I've been also a subscriber of his opening call, which I find an invaluable tool to help me analyze the potential of the market each day. He gives you opportunities to go short and long. It includes recommendations on stocks. I strongly recommend people using the Chapman Wave, and I very, very strongly support the use of his opening call.
To find out more about Basil Chapman and his Chapman Wave methodology, and to get your 2-week free trial of the opening call, a $64 value, visit tfnn.com today.
In just December of last year, the price of gold was down over 10%. In today's highly volatile gold market, you need someone in your corner that understands the complex relationships that exist within the price of gold, as well as within a variety of gold equities. Whether it's the South African gold miners and knowing how the Rand-dollar relationship will affect their bottom line, or understanding how John Paulson's $5 billion trade in the GLD can move the market, Tom O'Brien gives you the direction you need to become a better trader each week in his newsletter, The Gold Report. With over 20 individual equities covered and almost another 20 on the potential watch list each week, in addition to covering the XAU, HUI, GLD, and dollar, The Gold Report is a great source for any trader that is looking to be diversified in today's volatile gold market. For your 30-day free trial to Tom O'Brien's Gold Report, log on to tfnn.com today. Don't miss out on this great offer. Act now.
Catch Tom O'Brien and Steve Rhodes as they teach you the art of mastering money when it comes to trading and investing. The Money Masters, next on TFNN.
It's always better when we're together. Yeah, we'll look at them stars when we're together. Well, it's always better when we're together. Yeah, it's always better when we're together.
Welcome back, folks. The Bears trying to take it to the Bulls as the ES Mini tries to make its way and penetrate that 1340 area. So that is where the dogfight is at. The Dow trading down 54 points, S&P off 4, composite down 7, small caps just a nose behind the Dow on the way down, small caps off $3 and change here. If we go take a look at also some of the stocks that are dropping out there, you got Strayer Education and DeVry. If we take a look at DeVry, trading out down 28%. So it is on the next phase of its move down. This thing running into a possible area here of support, which would go back to October 22nd, 2004. Yes, you heard me right. 2004 is where this is trading at. Actually, we go back even further than that as far as where it's trading at. It's trading below levels in July of 2002. It's at 1987 right now. DeVry wants to at least get down into the $13 mark. And so all of these educational units struggling big time. You've got Strayer Ed, STRA. Let's go see what they are doing. These are the two big leaders dollar-wise to the downside here this morning, STRA. And Strayer Ed off 8%, down $8 and change. Gapping down this morning, trading 93.30. Now that is coming against a little breakout area here. That breakout comes back to April 26th. So as we take a look at this stock here, see what she is doing. So gaps down this morning. It's been trading here for 26 minutes, 139,000 shares going into the area of breakout that had 903,000. So it's going to have the volume today. Of course, that's if the volume stays on the gas pedal. So you can expect the area to be tested here, at least the 86.96 level. That would be the low of April 26th, but more likely you'd be looking at 82.46 for this thing to be tested next. If it takes out the 80, and here's the thing, if it takes out 82.46 with more than 266,000 shares, folks, that sets up a whopper, another whopper of an A to B equals CD down. All of these stocks truly getting hammered. This stock here, folks, traded as high as $253 back in April 2010, out at $93. Please make sure you use stops when you trade, folks. You got to use stops. You got to use stops. You just simply have to do that. Also trading down and getting whopped is Gentex, GNTX Corp. They're off 24% here this morning. So let's go see what that is all about, what that is trading into. So trading out at $16 even right now. It has juice. It's got volume behind this move on the way down. Here's another nasty-looking chart out here. If you look at the volume so far, the first 27 minutes, 3.7 million shares out here. And this thing gave you signals all the way down. My goodness. Anybody in this stock after the $26 area, and it's trading at $16 right now, you got to question why when you get so many signals in a stock chart pattern like this. Just follow the stock charts. Take a look at the communication. Take a look at what volume is doing. Price and volume. In fact, I know that tomorrow I do my webcast, and then following Wednesday, I believe Tom is going to be doing his webcast on volume and benchmarking volume, if I'm not mistaken out there. So that's one you don't want to miss as well. So if you take a look at this stock, again, being Gentex, GNTX, oh, boy, folks, this thing really wants to head all the way back down to the swing point lows in November of 2008. 2008, that's right, that's what we're talking about. $6. It's at $16 right now. Stay tuned, folks. Tom and I will be up next. Then we go to Basil Chapman from 11 to 12. 12 to 1's Kate Stalter. 1 to 2, Daryl Martin. 3 to 4, Ken Shreve. Tom O'Brien Show from 4 to 6. Thanks for being here, folks. Have a great morning. I'll see you in a few, or I'll see you tomorrow morning. Take care.